Hey guys, it's Joe, and this is a Pocket with Joe for Saturday, June 18th, 2022. You guys, we have game 2 of the Stanley Cup Finals tonight. I can't wait for this one. It's going to be a great game. Now, we saw the Colorado Avalanche win in overtime in game 1. They won that game 4-3. First period started off with a bang. It was absolutely incredible. If you like to see those goals come in, Colorado won the first period 3-1 over the Tampa Bay Lightning. Now, the second period was dominated in that first game by Tampa. They were able to get 2 goals. And then in the third, we saw both these teams really step up defensively. We had no scores in that third period. Then the Avs won it in that overtime. Fantastic game. We're going to have another great game tonight. So looking at tonight's odds that we have here, we have the Tampa Bay Lightning coming in at plus 119. Been lots of movement here, you guys. The Colorado Avalanche at minus 143. Total has sat solid at 6. So when I'm looking at this game right away, I really do think Tampa has every opportunity to get the win here tonight. I look for them to come out strong and hard. I think Vasilevsky will have a bounce back game. I think what we saw in that first period, definitely showing some nerves, letting in those couple of goals. I think he let in a couple of weaker goals as well in that first game. So I'm looking for Tampa to bounce back. I do think Colorado still comes at Vasilevsky in waves. I think they get those shots on goal, but I don't see them all going in like we saw in the last one. I think this total of 6, taking it under, is a fantastic way to go. I think this is a 3-2 style game. At the worst, we will get a push with a 4-2 with that empty netter. You could buy it up to under 6.5, pay a little bit of juice. I think it's a minus 130 for the under 6.5. That's what I was seeing earlier today. So definitely a strong way to take this. But I think really it's a 5-goal game. So I'm going to play the under 6 in this one. When we look at Vasilevsky's save shots tonight, I'm just pulling it up to make sure we haven't had any adjustments, you guys. It's 33.5 to the over. I really do see that coming in again. Colorado's offensive lines are so strong. They are getting these shots on goal. Tampa does a weak job of blocking these shots on goal, which Colorado is so strong about. But Vasilevsky standing on his head definitely can get over this. I really do think we see Colorado getting 40 shots on goal. I expected in the last game, I believe they got 34, 35 shots on goal in the last game. No, 38 shots on goal in the last game. Vasilevsky saving 34 of those. I think we see a very, very similar one in this. So his save shots on goal over 33.5. I'm absolutely jumping all over at minus 122. Now, looking at who's going to win this, I really do think there is value in Tampa Bay. I'm going to stay off the side, though, for this game. I think this is a hard one. I think Tampa probably wins one on the road. It all depends on Vasilevsky's ability here in this game. I look at that first period and what we saw in the last game. It was just out of control in that first period with 3 goals coming in. I don't see it happening again in this one. So when we look at the first period total goals, the under 1.5 is plus 108. I love that. I think we're going to see 1 goal in this first period. I would expect this 1 goal to come from the Tampa Bay Lightning in the first period. So if we look at Tampa Bay on the puck line for the first period, we don't want to take them plus 1.5. We would want to take them on the reverse puck line here. So on the puck line, they're minus 188. On the reverse puck line, they are going to be close to plus 180, I believe I saw it earlier. I forgot to write that down, you guys. Look at them on reverse puck line at minus 0.5. You could also take them on the money line if you're worried about that one going over, but I do think it's a 1-0 game for Tampa going into that second period. I want to say shout out to Married to Sports. Thank you so much for being here and joining me this morning on Puck It with Joe. I'm excited for this game, you guys. It's definitely going to be a good one. I think another way we play this is we look at what we did last week, or last game. We look at what came in, what won. And I really do think we can take those again. Cale Makar block shots on goal. He is pivotal for Colorado to block those shots on Camper. It's over 2.5. We're getting beautiful plus money, plus 142, I believe it's at. Let me make sure there is no movement on Cale Makar's block shots on goal. Yeah, plus 142 we are getting for Cale Makar's block shots on goal, over 2.5. Now, in the last game, he had those 3 block shots. Definitely see it coming into play again. He needs to be there. He needs to get in front of that puck. We all know the weakest point for Colorado is Camper. So, and I say that, and I don't mean to be rude to Camper. He's an outstanding goalie. But when we compare him against Vasilevsky, that is the weakest, because I think Colorado has a stronger offensive play. Yes, I know Braden Point is back for Tampa, which does make them electric as well. But I think we look at what Colorado can do offensively. They just blanket Vasilevsky in waves. And if Camper was blanketed like that, if his defense didn't step in front of him, it would be a major issue for Colorado. But for Tampa, Vasilevsky can stand completely on his head, in and out. He's definitely the best goalie in the world. So look at it this way, you guys. Look for Cale Makar to get those block shots. It is absolutely needed. You can look at some other defensive players as well. Victor Hedman is an interesting one as well. His block shots on goal, it's too highly juiced at over 1.5 at minus 158. So not touching that. I love the plus money with Cale Makar. I think we can also look at shots on goal tonight. So Nathan MacKinnon, we all know he played phenomenal the last game. His shots on goal was over 4.5. He hit those 5. I think it comes in again. So he is another one. I will take his shots on goal. But looking at players to get goals tonight, I really was shocked by Braden Point not getting a goal in the last game. Now, he did get an assist. I think we can look at him for the Tampa Bay Lightning to get an anytime goal tonight. His points coming in over 0.5 is plus 205. So phenomenal value on Braden Point for his points tonight. Let's see what his anytime goal is here. And I'm just looking, if you guys are looking for this, it is up on FanDuel that I am getting these odds. Actually, before we move on to Braden Point, let's look at Stamkos over 0.5 goals tonight. We can get him at plus 182. Definitely think that is a phenomenal way to take this. I'm not seeing a Braden Point coming up here. Oh, plus 205 for his goals tonight. I was just reading that wrong. So Braden Point for a goal tonight, you can get him over 0.5. So anytime goal at plus 205, and we can take Stamkos for that anytime goal as well, plus 182. I think they're phenomenal ways to go for the Colorado Avalanche. Now, if you want to look at the Avs, definitely look at Nathan MacKinnon for that goal at plus 132. I think there is so much value there. It's going to be a good game, you guys. It's going to be a lot of fun. What else am I liking? Let's just see here. Best bet, I think, take the under. The under 6 in this game. Take the under in that first period. Under 1.5, and I would lean on the Tampa Bay Lightning in the first reverse puck line for that beautiful plus money. I think this is a 1-0 game going into the second. Looking for defense to come out phenomenally in this. Look at Vasilevsky save shots on goal over 33.5, and then for those props, Cale Makar block shots on goal. Look for Nathan MacKinnon to get over his 4.5 shots on goal. Braden Point for an anytime goal. Nathan McKinnon for an anytime goal, and Stamkos for an anytime goal. You guys, that was it for Pocket with Joe. Yeah, Adam, I really could see this being a 3-2 win for Tampa tonight. I really do think that this is probably how that finishes. 3-2 might be a good prop actually to put in, you guys, for exact goal scorer. If you're going to take an exact goal scorer and exact score, I mean, you could sprinkle on both these teams with that 3-2 because we might have this one just so tight. I really do think it's going to be tight, but I could see Tampa taking the win. Another way you could do this, if you like Tampa to get 3 goals tonight, their team total over 2.5 is lightly juiced around -120. So that is a good way to look at it. Colorado's team total is 3.5. And I don't like going to that 3.5, to be honest with you guys, because I do think this is a lower scoring one. So you guys, all the best in all of your bets. Keep smiling and let's make some freaking money today. Enjoy it. I will be live with some updates tonight. Don't miss out. Have a good one, you guys. Keep smiling. Talk to you soon.